families, welcome back once again. I hope you are well. I hope your day is good. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video I'm supposed to share yesterday. Yes, because Malians are celebrating 5 years of General Assimi Goita's regime or leadership, and they are looking back to what he has done, what he has achieved, and many, many more. And so they are breaking it into pieces. Please listen to what he has done to the environment, the changes that he made. I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Under the leadership of General Assimi Goita, the series reviewing the achievements and future outlooks of various departments continues, with a focus this time on the Ministry of Environment, Sanitation, and Sustainable Development. These policies are structured around 5 main pillars, with 18 objectives to be achieved. In 5 years, the department has waged an unrelenting battle against land degradation and the dredging of waterways. It has also distinguished itself in its quest for sanitation by cleaning out kilometers of drainage channels across the country. The ministry has also restored thousands of hectares of land, carried out the reforestation of over 1 million plants, and recruited more than 200 water and forestry agents. This commentary is by Mamadou Fani.
The Ministry of Environment, Sanitation and Sustainable Development prepares and implements national policies in the fields of environment and sanitation and ensures that sustainable development issues are taken into account. Under the supervision of the Transitional President, General Assimi Goita, it ensures that sustainable development issues are addressed. Over the past 5 years, the department has been working to implement sectoral policies, of which there are 5 structured around 15 objectives. These 5 policies are the National Forestry Policy, the Sanitation Policy, the Climate Change Policy, the Wetlands Policy, and the Environmental Protection Policy. As part of the preservation of the Niger River, achievements include, among others, the implementation of the Economic and Environmental Rehabilitation Project for the Niger River, the preparation and execution of the Degraded Land Restoration Project, and the completion of around 60 inspection and monitoring missions in response to attacks on the Niger River, which have resulted in the eviction of dredgers, the seizure of equipment, and the halting of illegal construction or development work, depending on the case. Regarding water and soil conservation at the General Directorate of Water and Forests, notable achievements include, among others, the elevation of the National Directorate of Water and Forests to the status of General Directorate of Water and Forests with subdivisions, the reforestation of more than 80,000 hectares of plantations, the production of over 78 million seedlings, the reclamation of more than 1 million hectares of land, the strengthening of forest resource management through the adoption of several laws, and the large-scale recruitment of 290 water and forests officers, including engineers, technicians, and technical agents. Along the route of the Great Green Wall, 70 community sub-projects focused on sustainable land and water management are currently being implemented over an area of more than 2,000 hectares, benefiting over 53,000 people, including more than 28,000 women. As for pollution control and disease management in terms of flood risk and waterborne disease management, the cleaning of 710 kilometers of drainage channels, the removal of more than 2 million cubic meters of debris, technical and environmental studies, and the development works on the Tienskole collectors in Commune I and Wewanko in Commune Pifo of the Bamako district have been carried out, funded by KfW. In the context of climate change and sustainable development, satisfactory results have been achieved, notably the regular organization of the Environment Fortnight, a major national event for raising awareness and mobilizing citizens. The finalization of the National Environmental Financing Strategy, adopted by the National Environmental Council and approved at an interministerial meeting in 2021. The launch of the process to revise the nationally determined contribution. The financing of 17 local projects by the Mali Climate Fund for an amount exceeding 7 billion CFA francs, covering 17 districts and 113 municipalities. All these achievements are to the credit of the Department of the Environment under the leadership of the Transitional President, Army General Assimi Goita.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. Again, I've been looking at those gutters and I'm thinking, oh, wow, what is going on here? but they would drive past them all the time and do nothing. Wow. Congratulations to General Assimi Goita and his team for cleaning up the country, just like Burkina Faso is doing. I've added another one. It's about the urban planning, the buildings, the land title. The recent report that was given to the president, they mentioned land dispute and a lot more. That was included in the report that they want him to solve that problem. They complain. If you haven't seen it, let me link it to you so you will listen to many, many complaints that the Malians has been giving to the president. And he sat there and listened to all and he promised that he will solve it. These are some of the problems that he has already solved. Families, please listen and watch, and I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
Yes, in Mali, over the past 5 years, reforms in the field of urban planning have mainly focused on land security and the modernization of land and housing management. They aim to strengthen the security of property rights through land titles by putting an end to the multiplicity of actors and land allocation documents, as well as improving the urban environment and promoting sustainable constructions adapted to local conditions. Let's take a look with Ousmane Dao at the major reforms of the Ministry of Urban Planning, Housing, Land Affairs, Territorial Development and Population.
Since the rectification of the transition, the Ministry of Urban Planning, Housing, Land Affairs, Territorial Development and Population has resolved many land disputes thanks to the implementation of reforms, notably through improved cadastral management, the assignment of unique identification numbers to plots, and the clarification of property rights, all with the aim of building more sustainable societies and stimulating the economy. The ministry has undertaken major reforms under the leadership of the transitional president, Army General Assimi Goita. These reforms range from access to housing and land ownership to urban and territorial modernization. To this end, the ministry has implemented measures to reduce land-related costs for acquiring plots by lowering the price per square meter and granting discounts to land title holders. In this context, an ordinance was even adopted to encourage the conversion of land titles, which are now considered the only form of property recognized by law in Mali. Another achievement is the creation of decentralized offices of the General Directorate of Land and Cadastre to bring services closer to citizens and facilitate administrative procedures. Additionally, a new national urban policy is currently being developed, focusing on housing in line with the new urban agenda and the 2030 agenda. It should also be noted that the Cities Without Slums programs and the Safer Cities project have been implemented to improve housing conditions and combat urban squalor. The ministry has also adopted electronic mail management software to improve administrative efficiency. These reforms include the development of the new Land and Property Code, regulations for the rehabilitation of informal neighborhoods, and legislation on real estate and land development. The main objective is to ensure land security for occupants, improve the urban environment, and facilitate access to home ownership through measures taken to secure residents' land rights, hence the rehabilitation of informal neighborhoods. Specific regulations are being prepared to better regulate the real estate development sector in order to promote more organized and sustainable urban development. Since the adjustment of the transition, the authorities in Mali have placed Malians at the heart of their policies. And all these reforms demonstrate the Malian state's determination to adapt policies to the country's urban and demographic realities and to ensure equitable access to housing and land ownership for everyone. They are also part of a broader approach to modernizing the Malian administration and promoting sustainable urban development.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. I just finished another one that I'm going to add to this one. Is about transport, road infrastructure. The beauty or the development of any country depends on the road as well. Traveling. Oh my goodness, Ghana. If you are traveling, it's like fighting a war that never ends. A visible war. It's not easy. The government are building roads though, but I don't know how they are building them, the priorities of building those roads. I don't know. But families, listen to what our president has done in Mali. Thousands upon thousands of roads that he has built and repaired. They said if somebody does something good, talk about it. Families, listen to that one as well. And I'll be back. Thank you for your time.
As the transitional president leads Mali, tonight we are shining a spotlight on the achievements of a key department, the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructure. Isn't it often said that roads are the foundation of development? Well, the transitional authorities have understood this. Between 2020 and 2025, more than 8,700 kilometers of roads have been maintained in Mali, and over 1,600 kilometers of tracks have been developed, along with various other structures completed. These advances are the result of the strong determination of Army General Assimi Goita, the head of state over the past 5 years. More details with Seydou Traoré.
Despite a difficult economic and security context, the past 5 years have been marked by the design and completion of major road and air infrastructure projects. Under the leadership of Dambeli Madina Sissoko, the Ministry of Transport and Infrastructure has carried out innovative modernization projects for these services, including the implementation of Seguidolo, a progressive digital payment system that has accelerated the processing of transport documents, secured procedures, and improved service quality. Innovation in the transport sector is also evident with the launch in September 2024 of new secure license plates. To date, more than 28,000 plates have been produced by the General Directorate of Transport. In terms of road safety, the main achievements focus on strengthening infrastructure, upgrading intersections and accident-prone areas with the installation of smart traffic lights and variable message signs. The ministry has also acquired equipment for monitoring violations, including speed radars, breathalyzers, and drug testing devices. In the aviation sector, major projects have been successfully completed: construction of the headquarters for Mali's airports, acquisition of a new boarding bridge between Terminals 1 and 2 for President Modibo Keita International Airport, establishment of the headquarters for the delegation in Mali, creation of Mali Airlines SA, the new national airline, as well as the implementation of a meteorological computing and forecasting center. Similarly, the department has commissioned a 220-kilowatt solar power plant, installed 40 optical stations, 30 agrometeorological stations, and 4 air pollution monitoring stations. The rescue and firefighting service base at President Modibo Keita International Airport Senu has also been constructed. The road infrastructure subsector has made further progress in improving both internal and external connectivity. Among the projects, the ministry highlights the development of a dual carriageway, the crossing of Sikasso and its related annexes, the construction of an interchange, a viaduct, as well as 10 kilometers of urban roads in the same city. In addition to these works, there is the Katele-Kadiolo-Zigua bypass, spanning more than 32 kilometers, and the development of 4 kilometers of urban roads in Kadiolo. The capital, Bamako, has not been forgotten, with the development of a dual carriageway on the axis connecting the third bridge to the RN6, including the construction of a viaduct, the rehabilitation of the section from Tour de l'Afrique to Kirimajo, as well as works in the areas of Kulibleni, Bamako, Kuluba, Kati, G4, and the address at the GM5 Kati RN3 roundabout. Currently underway, a major widening project is also in progress on National Road 27 Bamako-Kulikro, as well as the rehabilitation of the Sandare-Kaile section, 138 kilometers of the Bamako-Dakar corridor via the north, along with the development of a dual carriageway on the Sevare-Mopti section of the RN6, including 10 kilometers of road in Sevare and Mopti, and the construction of the Mopti Airport Bypass Road in Bourdieu. Other roads in the Bamako district and the city of Sang have also been developed, notably the access to Maldem from Afiabougou, Sabalebougou-Rani, Fadijilan, Fadi, Bajamburu, Kalabamburu, the Lumiere School in Kalabankwasi, the Mali Hospital section on the RN6, not to mention the access to the Catholic Hospital of Sang. Between 2020 and 2025, road maintenance work covered 8,711 kilometers. Additionally, the Rural Accessibility Improvement Project affected 1,620 kilometers of tracks, with the construction of crossing structures and related developments.
Thank you so much, families, for listening and watching. Oh my goodness, I have seen some of these road repairs, some of these road build, the videos are on the channel. We witness them from the beginning to the end, and there is more. The infrastructure minister, she is doing great, great, great job. Just like what is happening in Burkina Faso right now, they are all working hard to put things right, to do what the others couldn't do these years and years ago. 5 years, this is the achievement. Families, I'll be back with the military side of what he has done. I shared a bit not long ago, but there is more. When I finish it, I will share it with you. I've tried 4 times. I wanted to add it to this one, but it's playing with me. And yes, when I finish, I'll bring it. So this is what is going on. Congratulations to our president and his team, because he cannot do it alone if the team do not help him. If the military do not help him, he cannot do it, especially this particular time that they are still fighting, that they are fighting people within them. Congratulations. And God bless them all and protect them. Bless you all, my families. God bless our leaders. May God give them strength and long life to continue to do what they are doing. They should continue to be brave. They should continue to protect themselves first and protect their people as well. Because without them, what we are seeing and hearing today, we would not. Families, I'll be back with yesterday's flag raising ceremony. I will see you. Credit to ORTM, my VIPs, my kings and queens, my returning family. Thank you. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.